Good morning, good morning. We are on letter D and E. And this is our ABCs of art. And I've photocopied a couple images of things that pertain to that letter. It's just like our art dictionary. And I played a little bit yesterday afternoon and I have a gigantic mess here. So pardon all of that. Let's just move it to the side. This goes over here. So, okay, I guess you can tell D is Da Vinci because he needs to be mentioned in my opinion, in an art journal. And I happen to have this stamp that I got in New York. Oh man, I can't remember the name of that store. It's down in a little basement. It's about as big as my art area of this craft room, not the whole room, but just the art area. It is, the man knows where every single stamp is. He's been there for 40 years or so. I saw it on Instagram or something at one point years ago, and I went there the last time I went to New York, which was like 2017. And it was not a tidy place, but he knew where everything was. And I bought this there. Okay, I think that's good enough. Maybe I'm trying to have a little bit of color on here, but not a lot. Okay, I like that one better. All right. So that's going to be the whatever you call it, the picture of our letter. I can't talk. And I'm going to cut it out. And after that, who knows what we'll get up to. I'm going to attempt to cut it straight. That's pretty straight. It needs to come closer over here. But that was a very fun store. I don't even know if it's still there. Okay. Let's see if we can't come up with... Now, Da Vinci kind of screams vintage because he's old. If he was here, he'd be old. So can we do something like that? Sure we can. And I have this, which I think is a rub-on. Or maybe a sticker. It's a sticker. That might come into it too, just because it's old writing. And we need kind of like a vintage background. Or can we use some of these guys? Because he did do a lot. We could use like writing. But they might be printed too dark for what I'm looking for. Oh, I love this one. Oh, this is on different. Oh, that's the backdrop. That's the paper backing. Why do I like this one better? I wonder if I could photocopy this. Nah. We got to go vote this morning. I don't have time for all that, Beth. We're voting this morning. It's not going to make a hill of beans in this state. But at least in my heart and in my husband's heart, we know we did the right thing. Okay, there wasn't advertising back then per se. Ooh, this will work right here. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Because I only need, you know, this much. Trying to think. There's always two of these. I wonder if I've already used this other one. I was going to say I could put another part up here. Aha, okay. You have them, use them, and just do like that. Okay. So, all right, they need to be cut right along this line. I mentioned yesterday that our dog was getting groomed, I think. Poor Gunner. He had a really bad day. We, begrudgingly, gave him a drug to kind of mellow him out. He could walk and everything. It was just to mellow him out and relax him enough so that they could groom him, because he's already got a note on his file. Not easy to work with, and aggressive. And so they recommended a certain drug. It's a human drug, but, you know, in teeny tiny doses. The vet recommended, you know, try this. And so we did. He was immediately kind of like a zombie. I'm like, this is not fair to him to be drugged. And he needs to be groomed terribly. But, okay, he's got to be groomed. This is part of the breed. This is part of the deal when you have these tiny dogs and they're all furry and blah, 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 blah. And we had some issues with Bogey. He was aggressive, but he would calm down. He didn't like it, but he would calm down. And and he had the same groomer for several years. So that was easy on him too. We've had so many problems getting groomers that Gunner's had a bunch, especially here at the beach. He's got one that can do it. And, all right, I'm going to put this over this. Maybe in sections. Anyhow, my husband took him because he does better with my husband than with me, especially for something like that. And then he went, because in the same parking lot, same shopping center is a grocery store. So he went to the grocery store. He said, I didn't even make it out of the vegetable department. And my phone rang. And they said, can you please come get Gunner? He's not going to be able to be groomed today. And we're like, oh man. So my husband calls me. He goes, well, that didn't last very long. He said, I'm already going to go get the dog. I'm like, oh my Lord. I mean, literally like 10 minutes. He didn't even get a bath. Didn't even make it that far. So she said, you know, maybe talk to your vet, see if, you know, he can have something stronger. He is a large size for his breed. So maybe he can have, you know, a little bit larger dose and then bring him first thing in the morning to see. I'm like, Ken, this is just not fair to him. It's not fair to have him drugged just so that he can be pretty, which he really does. It's more than that. It's hygiene also for him because his skin is oily and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, he's basically a little seal. And I'm like, I'm going to get, we had shears, cutting shears for Bogey as he got older to not stress him out. We just cut his hair ourselves, which was not pretty, but at least he was comfortable, especially here in summer. Thank goodness it's not summer right now. But, because Gunner's got a lot of hair. Okay. But bless his heart. So, this needs to be brown. It really does. Hold on a second. Hold on. Anyhow, he had a very traumatic day. Not fair to him at all. So, we're going to a large chain after we vote, which happens to be over at the same side of town. And that's the same chain that grooms him down at the beach. And maybe if they can talk to the girl that's down at the beach, how to treat him, how to deal with him, maybe he can get groomed there. I don't know. Otherwise, I'm like, let's just get clippers and cut him ourselves. I mean, he is beautiful, but I'd rather him be clean than beautiful. You know? Oh dear. Oh dear. Hold on a second here. Okay, that's not bad. Now, anyhow, my nerves are shot today. I don't know why. I don't know why. Happy Valentine's Day, people. And I just hit the camera. Sorry. Okay. And I need other pieces in here now. We've got a base layer. Let's try to add some other stuff. So, poor guy came home yesterday and he still had some of the stuff in his system, so he's just immediately went to sleep. But, I mean, the Amazon guy came and he barked at the Amazon person. It's like, okay. I mean, he's okay. He's okay. Mentally, no. Physically, yes. That's really too dark, I think. Here's this. But it's not worth it to drug him, in my opinion. I feel really bad. Because he just looks at you like, oh, what's happening? Because I'm sure he felt fuzzy and weird and... Oh, you know what I need to? No, then that stands out too much. I'm thinking of masking up. Oh dear. Okay. Some of that. What do I do? My hands are... I've eaten breakfast already. But I do feel like I'm shaky. Ooh. Here's a piece of actual wax paper. So anyhow, no, Gunnar did not have a good day yesterday. I feel really bad for him. And then I was like, okay, no, I do not want another one because we found a breeder close to us and has one available. I'm like, no, I'm trying to figure out how to groom one is enough. Because this is part of their trademark. They are persnickety. And I don't mean that in a nice way. But he's not aggressive with us. It's just, when cornered, his first thought process is to lash out. And unfortunately, he's quick. I don't know if these browns are the right thing. I think they're too dark. So anyhow, we're going to go vote. Try to figure out what to do with him next. This is a picture of a lady. A weathered, beautiful, old lady. But I'm going to use her cheeks, the side of her face, and part of her hair in here. Now, that's a better color. Okay. I actually like that. And if I turn it upside down, you won't even know there's a braid right there. kind of like that. And have it not all the way under the paper, both of them. I like that. Let's just glue that down. Things are moving here. So, poor Gunner. Now my husband's talking to him. And they're probably going to start barking at each... Well, my husband doesn't bark, but the dog does. Because it's their little routine in the morning and it's getting ready to start. So if you hear dogs barking in the background, it's just one and it's fine. He calms down after a minute. And there he goes. I wonder... Trying to use things that don't look like they would be. Oh, here's another piece. Ooh, 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 ooh. Tissue paper. I don't know if this looks right because these are straight edges. This is a torn edge. This is a torn edge. Maybe I should cut it. Except that it's really thin. I'm good with that. Okay. Or maybe put this one on the bottom and this one on top. And then that tones that one down. Yes. Okay. Can you see what I'm doing even? So we're back to ground zero when it comes to dog grooming here. We've even put it off. But bless his heart, he doesn't like what he doesn't like, and when he doesn't like it, you know it. But I don't feel like drugging is fair. I think it's a little bit cruel. It's administered and monitored by a vet and all that kind of stuff, but big pile of glue. You hear him barking? That's how he acts at the vet and at the groomers. I mean, the vet has aggressive on his file for him. It's just sad. Poor little guy. And he's muzzled. He has to be muzzled when he goes to the vet now. But he thrashes so much on the table at the groomers. It's just uncomfortable for him. And you can't get a good cut when you're thrashing around like that. It's just, I feel so bad for him. My heart goes out to that poor little guy. He just doesn't know that everything's okay. Ooh, that blue kind of helps with the blue that was already on the paper. And this. Ooh, that looks good. Ooh, the power of threes, right? They say that. I don't know. But having the blue, 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 blue kind of cascading down is pretty in a strange sort of way. I like that. So Da Vinci is D. E. Easel. So I don't know how I'm going to do this at all. And it kind of has a weird cut. All right. Do we put a bunch of color down? Go wackadoodle on it like this and add color in the insides? We can try it. Those kind of all meld together. And I'm using up paper. Woohoo. What else is in here? This is another one of mine that I just photocopied. Oh, ooh, I like that. The strange sort of way. I kind of like that, people. This one's a wackadoodle. If I had an easel, maybe I wouldn't be so wackadoodle. I doubt it, but we can always say that's my problem. Okay, we're going to glue that. Okay, these need to go underneath. I'm going to glue these down and then trim them. So yeah, voting for no reason, except that it's my right in the United States. But in South Carolina, it's not going to make a difference. But at least I know I did the right thing. Trying to do the right thing by our dog. Bless his heart. Well, and I think we should vote because somebody with any luck might be taken off the ballot. Although I think there's going to be a breakdown in the country if that happens. I'm kind of hoping it doesn't happen because I don't think our country can handle it. I think our country will go off the deep end if something like that happens. As much as he's manipulated, sorry, not a political channel, sorry. As much as he's manipulated the news and people, I don't know how our country's gonna handle. I mean, anybody else would have already been kicked out, but money talks, even though it doesn't have any money. It's all fake money. Okay, 3 pieces of big paper mashed together, and my pile has shrank a little bit, and they all kind of go together in a strange sort of way. We're going to manipulate them even more. This is what you call jigsaw crafting. It's like a jigsaw puzzle. Just start putting pieces together. Oh, I love that. In a strange sort of way. That is a gorgeous piece of paper in my head, for whatever it's worth. Okay, all these little pieces. Don't lose your easel, lady. I'm not throwing away anything that's colorful, because, Lord have mercy, might run out of paper. I had a really bad dream last night. That's probably why my nerves are shot. I had a bad dream. I never remember any dreams. I can't even tell you what it was about. Let's just say previous husband. It was a bad dream. But it spooked me, and I woke up, and I have not been back to bed. And that was at 3 o'clock. And it's like 8 o'clock here, almost 8 o'clock. It was, and that never happens to me. My sister, the one that lives here, all the time. She's always having weird dreams. Okay. I need some kind of background. Ooh. I don't think this is going to work because that's too bland. Yeah. Oh, here's another piece of paper that has wackadoodle colors on it. But I don't like that. Ooh, here's a piece. Easels are made out of trees. Tree, right? This was painted with a pine needle as a paintbrush. This one is out there. This is the Jackson Pollock of the ABCs. Maybe another piece underneath this one. Kind of, maybe brown goes under here. No. Or a wackadoodle one. Oh, what did you? I'm not going to mention any names unless you give me your permission, and I haven't gotten permission, but one of you said, the way I say wackadoodle, sorry, it's Southern, mixed with a little California, 60s and 70s, mostly 70s. But I thought that was funny. The way you say wackadoodle, I'm sorry. I don't know if that's right. Anyhow, I thought that was funny. Wackadoodle. Oh, that looks a little better. That's less wackadoodle. I like that because this blend, even though it's bright pink, mellows this out. This stands out from that. Now, this is me with no education in art, just telling you what I like. This, excuse me, this mellows out this. This mellows out the pink, and that makes a good background for our easel. My opinion. Just my opinion. And I like it. So tomorrow we have F, gonna be fun, and G. And I don't remember what I got for G. Oh, yes I do. Hint, hint. Oh, I guess it's a good thing if you can make yourself laugh, especially if you're making art and you can make yourself laugh. Especially when you had a hard day yesterday because your dog had a hard day. It just flows over into your aura. Okay. Fun. Different, but fun. A good palette cleanser. I almost stopped. I know you all would have thought I was crazy. I almost came up with another, I did come up with another project. I'm like, oh, I'm starting that now. I'm like, no, kind of just relax for a couple days. Even if I don't finish this one, it's okay. It was a good palette cleanser, and it got rid of some paper. And I love this. I love this. I really do. And I love this. And I love this. I like them all. Okay. That's it. Thanks for watching. See you all tomorrow.